and get yourself on your back and into your reclined bound angle pose to start. So the soles of the feet together with the knees open out to the sides. And if you want extra support in this pose, you can put a block outside of each of your knees or thighs. Let your arms relax wherever is comfortable for you. Let your shoulders melt down into the ground. Feel your inner and outer thighs soften. Let the hips and the glutes relax. The calves, the ankles, and the feet. And gently close your eyes here. And just start to briefly scan through your own body from head to toe. Just acknowledging how you're feeling this evening. Notice what the physical energy is like in your body today. Any areas that feel held or tense right now, but also any areas that feel really free or open. And acknowledge your mood and where your thoughts are. And then shift your mental awareness to the sound and the sensation of your own breath. Notice the sensation of the air as it comes into the body. Where you feel movement in your body as you inhale. Notice the sound of the air leaving the lungs as you exhale, and what that tells you about the speed and the pressure. Just begin to consciously slow down and deepen your breath, finding a steady, even rhythm. And the next time that you exhale, gently bring your knees back together. Plant the feet on the ground about hip width apart. And just take a few breaths here, letting the body release the shape of the pose, noticing how your hips feel. And then you can float your eyes open. And we're going to come into reclined pigeon pose. Cross your right ankle to your left thigh. Press the right knee away from your face. And if this is strong enough, you can hold right here, or you can take the next phase, bring the legs in toward your body, reach through the space and hold the back of the left hamstrings. If you're there, just check that the shoulders are still relaxed. There's no tension in the neck. And take several deep breaths here. You could add some rocking motion side to side if that feels good. Massaging your sacrum, helping to release the right hip a little. Feel free to turn your ankles around or spread and flex the toes. And then on an exhalation breath, let go of the left leg if you took it, and we'll all uncross the ankle. Good, switch sides, left ankle to the right thigh. Press your left knee away from the face. You can stay here or bring the legs in for the second phase, reaching through the space and holding the back of the right thigh. Again, let the shoulders stay relaxed. Right back to that deep breath awareness. And adding a little movement if it feels good, rocking side to side. And on an exhalation, let go of the right leg, uncross the ankle, and let's find our straps. You can bring the right knee into your chest, lift up and place the strap around the foot. Press that foot against the strap to straighten the leg and stretch the hamstrings. Slide your left leg down on the ground and anchor that leg to the floor. Good. Settle in here to the first version of the pose. Hold the strap with a really tight grip and straight arms and pull against it to connect the shoulders to the mat and bring some tension in the strap that you're going to really push up against with the foot, keeping that strong intensity through the hamstring stretch. And then hold the strap in the right hand only. Slowly open the right leg out to the side, staying strong through the core as we open the hip here. Keep your left leg anchored to the floor. A few breaths in this variation. On an exhalation, bring the leg back up to the center and change hands. Cross your leg now over to the left side. The right arm can relax on the ground. Stretching through the IT band now and the outer hip. And on an inhalation, bring the leg back up. Exhale and bend the knee toward you. Remove the strap and release the right leg to the floor. Adjust your hips if you need to so you feel aligned. Notice how that right side feels. And then you can bring the right knee to your chest, left knee to the chest, right leg anchors to the ground. And take that strap around the foot, finding the first phase of the pose here, stretching through the left hamstrings. Good, tight grip with the strap, long and strong through the arms as well. When you're ready for the second variation, take the strap in the left hand only. Open that leg out to the side, staying strong through your core and the right leg so you don't tip over. Just finding your range of motion here and holding in that place. With a strong exhalation, bring the leg back up to the center. Change hands and cross the leg over your hips now toward the right side for the final variation. Nice deep stretch down the outer hip and thigh. And on an inhalation, bring the leg back up. Exhale, bend the knee toward you again. Remove the strap from the foot and set it down. Release that leg. Good, shake out the legs a little bit. Let go of some of that strong energy from the thighs. Good, and then bring both of your knees into your chest. Hug your arms around the legs, and we're going to start to rock on the spine. So draw the knees toward you, tuck the chin, and rock up and down the spinal column a few times. And on one of those, rock yourself all the way up and come forward into table pose on the hands and knees. We'll do a little warm up for the spine and shoulders. Starting with spinal waves. On an inhalation, lift your tailbone, chest, and chin. Exhale and tuck the tailbone and chin. And reverse. Inhaling, arch your back. Exhaling to round the back. Continue in both directions, coordinating with your own breath. And feel free to take other directions of movement as well. Some side to side motion or combining side bending with rounded spine. And then eventually find a neutral table pose again. Walk your arms forward and press your chest toward the ground for half down dog. Press strongly against the palms, energizing the upper arms and shoulders as the spine draws deeper into your body. Take about 5 deep breaths here. On your next breath in, lift back up to table, plant your palms under the shoulders. Walk your knees back now about half a foot. We're going to take a little moving sequence that takes us through Cobra and Child's Pose. On an exhalation breath, bend your elbows and lower your body to the ground. Point your toes and inhale, roll up to a low Cobra. Exhale and roll down. Tuck your toes and push back up to the knees. And then drop back to Child's Pose, hips to the heels. We'll take that a few times. Inhale, lift up, shoulders over the palms. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, roll up to Cobra, arching back. Exhale, let it go. Strong core. Inhale, push up. Exhale, hips to the heels. Do that twice more with your breath. Coming forward, slowly lowering down. Draw the shoulders back, arch to Cobra, and then let it go. Press back up to the knees, and then rock back to Child's Pose. Once more, coming forward, slowly lower down. Open up to Cobra, arching back, and then let it go. Press back up to the knees, and then rock to Child's Pose. Stay here a few breaths this time and let your arms and shoulders melt. And then when you're ready to come out, you can lift up, and we're going to come into full downward facing dog. Plant your palms shoulder width apart and spread your fingers, and then lift up and back. Adjust your feet so they're only a few inches apart. And press strongly against your palms. Feel your spine draw into the back. Chest and armpits pressing down toward the ground. Settle into that slow rhythm with your breath. From here, look forward and inhale. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Put the hands at your shins. Inhale to the flat back position. Exhale, fold forward and drop your head. Twice more. Inhale, get nice and long. Exhale, fold and release. Once more, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good, hold on to your elbows and let your shoulders and your neck release. Feel even pressure through both of your feet. Three more breaths here in your fold. And let go of your elbows. On an inhalation, open the arms and rise up to stand, reaching over the head. And exhale, release the arms. And we'll come through a few rounds of slow sun salutations, starting at the very top of the mat in a nice open mountain pose. On inhalation, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk to plank pose, upper push-up position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower to the ground. Point your toes. Inhale, arch back to Cobra pose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, push up to the knees. Exhale, rock back, and then lift up for downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. On an inhalation, look forward. Exhale, step to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up and reach overhead. Exhale, release the arms. Second time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step to plank pose. One breath in. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, push up. Exhale, back and lift. Steady breath here in down dog. One more breath in, look forward. Exhale, step to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Last round, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. One breath in. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, push up. Exhale, back to down dog. Stay here and breathe. Focus on the sound and the sensation of the breath. On an inhalation, look forward. Exhale, step to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, rise up, reaching overhead. Exhale, release your arms. Good, stay with your feet a little bit wider apart than hip width. Interlace your hands behind you or connect your hands with a strap. Roll the shoulders back to open the chest and gently straighten the arms behind you. Good, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit and fold forward over the legs, letting your head drop and the arms gently lift up. Feel your breath expand and contract against the front of your thighs. Let the head be heavy. One more breath in. Exhale and slowly lower your arms. Separate the hands or put the strap down and let the arms release. Good, if your hands don't touch the ground, bend your knees more and lunge your left leg all the way back. Good, once you're here in the lunge, let's bring that left knee down to the floor, low lunge. You can point the back toes so that you're pressing the top of the foot and ankle against the ground. And then inhale and rise up to balancing low crescent lunge. Pressing strongly against the front foot as well. Feel an upward energy from your lower back all the way up and out the crown of the head. See if you can glide your arms back a little more, really creating that crescent shape from the fingertips to the back toes. On an exhalation, release the hands to the floor. Let's take both arms inside of the front leg. Move the front foot over a little bit and then turn the foot out slightly. And now drop the knee and thigh away from your shoulder, opening up the outer right hip. If it feels good, you can sway back and forth a little bit, kind of like when we did that reclined pigeon pose earlier. Swaying to the right goes deeper into the stretch, and to the left brings you out of it a little. And then eventually let that motion settle. Keep the knee out to the side. We're going to take a twist. The left hand will stay down. Rotate and raise the right arm up. Push really strongly against the ground so you don't collapse into the shoulder. And twist from the navel all the way up to the chest. Good, exhale, bring the right hand back to the floor. Move the right foot over even wider so you get it off the mat and out of the way. Plant your palms shoulder width apart. Lift your back knee up again so you're in that high lunge and step back to find plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower to the floor. Point your toes, inhale, arch back to Cobra. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, push up to the knees. Exhale, back and lift to downward facing dog. Let your head and neck release. One more breath in, look forward. Exhale and step up to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees a little and let your arms hang down as you gradually roll up through the spine like a rag doll, coming all the way up to stand. Once you're standing, roll the shoulders down and back and feel mountain pose. You can close your eyes for a few breaths. And just see if you notice a difference between the right and left leg, the hip and the low back, through the rib cage, shoulders, and the chest. Even if it's subtle. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes again. We're going to take that forward bend with the chest open once more. Take the feet a little wider than hip width. Reach your hands behind you and clasp the fingers or use a strap to connect them. Roll the shoulders back and gently straighten the arms behind you. Good. Bend the knees a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold over the legs, dropping the head and letting the arms lift up. Three more breaths. And gently release the arms. Let them just hang down. If the hands don't touch the floor, bend the knees a bit more. And now lunge your right leg all the way back. Good. Once it's there, bring that knee down to the floor. So you're in a low lunge. Point those toes so you can really press the front of the ankle and foot against the ground for stability. And then inhale, rise up to your low crescent lunge. Pressing against the front foot as well and lifting up out of the low back. See if you can glide your arms back a little bit more, creating that crescent shape from the fingertips to the back toes. And on an exhalation, release the hands to the ground. Take both arms inside of your front foot, move that foot over a little bit and turn it out. Open the knee and thigh away from the shoulder here. Good, and if it feels good to you, rock a little side to side in this pose. And then let that motion settle. We'll take our twist. The right hand's going to stay on the mat. Rotate and raise the left arm up, pushing really strongly down against the mat to keep the shoulder engaged. Nice, low, deep breathing. And on an exhalation, release the hand. Move your left foot over even more, taking it off of the mat. Plant your palms shoulder width apart and lift your back knee up and then step back to plank pose. One more time here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower to the ground. Point your toes, inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale and push up to the knees. Exhale, back and lift to downward facing dog. Let your head and neck hang. About 5 breaths here. One more inhalation, look forward. Exhale, step to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Let the arms and shoulders hang down. Bend the knees a little bit like you're about to sit back in a chair and then slowly roll up through ragdoll, letting the arms hang the whole way. Once you are standing, roll the shoulders down and back. Find a tall mountain pose again. And close the eyes if you like. Press evenly through both feet. And just notice how you feel on both sides of the body. Once the breath feels calm again, float the eyes open. We're going to take some standing and balancing poses. So if you'd like to be closer to a wall, feel free to come off of your mat. We're going to start with a standing side bend. You're going to bring your feet together to touch and squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your glutes and tuck your tailbone down toward the floor, like you're trying to take out some of the arch in your low back. Let's raise the arms up and grab your left wrist with your right hand. On the next breath out, bend over to the right side and kind of tug on that arm a little bit where you're holding at the wrist to help give you a little more stretch through the armpit and the upper rib cage here, all those little muscles in between the ribs. Make sure you're still breathing. We're stretching one side and contracting the other, so it may feel a little awkward to breathe deeply, but still try to do so. And keep tucking the tailbone down. It's going to help protect the low back here. Good. Let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the arms. Roll the shoulders a few times. Maybe bend the knees a little bit. Good. Let's take the other side. Find that energy in the legs again, squeezing them together and squeezing the glutes to tuck the tailbone down. Raise the arms up and now grab your right wrist with your left hand. On an exhalation, you're going to bend to the left. So leaning over and gently tugging on that wrist to help get some more stretch through the upper portion of the rib cage and through the armpit. On an inhalation, rise back up and release the arms. Good. Roll the shoulders a few times. Let it go. Bend the knees a few times. All right, let's take the feet about hip width apart. We're going to come into eagle pose, and you may or may not end up needing a strap for this. We're going to take the arms first, but this is a balancing posture, so if you need to be near a wall or take only one component of this pose, that's fine. So we're going to start with the arms, open them out into a T shape, shoulder height. Cross your left elbow over your right one, making an X. And then bend your elbows and try and bring the forearms and the back of your hands together and see if you can hook your thumb with your fingers. So I'm grabbing my left thumb with my right fingers. If you can't, then hold a strap in your hand and let it dangle down and grab the other end of it. All right, so that's the arm position. Try and let your shoulders relax down away from your neck. Let your elbows rest on your chest. And just get used to breathing here. It's pretty compressed in the upper part of the front side of your body. So make sure that you're expanding on your inhalation and nice and low. So you're still getting nice good breaths. All right, adding the leg part here. Bend your knees a little bit like you're about to sit in a chair. We're going to stand on the left foot. So slowly feel your weight go into that side and cross your right thigh tightly over your left. Really squeeze the thigh muscles together. And then bend more deeply into your left leg if you can. So tight, tight cross. Leaning the upper body forward slightly. Start to feel like you're spreading your shoulder blades wider apart and really pressing the elbows against each other. Deepening the stretch across the upper back. Good, let's stand upright, uncross the leg, undo the arms, and roll the shoulders a few times. Good, bend the knees a little bit, just let go of some of that intense energy, or do a few rolls with the head and neck. Good, let's take the other side, open the arms to a T. Now we're going to cross the right elbow over the left, making an X. Bend the elbows and bring the forearms toward each other and see if you can hook your right thumb with your left fingers or grab a strap. Bend your knees slightly. We're going to stand on the right foot. So cross your left thigh tightly over your right and squeeze the legs together. Good, nice deep breath. If you can, bend more into your standing leg, getting your hips lower, your upper body lower. Feel your shoulder blades glide down and spread them apart by really pressing the elbows against each other. Good, everybody. Inhale, stand up, undo the legs, and undo the arms. Roll the shoulders around a few times, bend the knees a little. Good, and then let's just do a little neck release. Standing tall, drop your chin toward your chest. Let the head be really heavy. Breathing deeply. Let your right ear roll toward your right shoulder. Heavy through the head. Then back to the center and the left ear toward the left shoulder. Back to the center and then lift your head up again. Okay, we're going to take one more standing pose coming into tree. Let's stand on the left leg again. Make sure that foot is directly underneath your hip. Bring your right knee up to your chest, open that knee out to the side, and then the foot goes either below or above your left knee. So down at the calf, or use a hand to help bring it up to the inner thigh. Wherever it goes, your primary focus is on the hip opening, so really wide opening for the thigh, knee pointing out to the side, just finding your balance. Take the hands together in front of the heart, or you could open the arms out to the side or up above you. Focus on a single point. Last breath in, and exhale, let it go. Good, other side, standing on the right leg, make sure that foot is in line under your hip. Get strong through every muscle there and bring the left knee up toward your chest. Open that knee and hip out to the side, and then place the foot either below your right knee or reach down and help bring it above. Good, feel tall through your spine, upright through the chest. And take your favorite hand position here. One more breath in. And exhale, release. Nice work. Bend the knees a little bit. your mat. You can return to the front of it. We're going to take things down toward the floor. Standing mountain pose at the top of the mat. Inhale and raise the arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs, letting the head drop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees and walk back and lift to downward facing dog. One more time here. Feeling that strong contact through your palms and into the fingers. Pressing back. Finding your maximum length through the spine. Three more breaths. And then exhale, bring the knees down and take child's pose. Sit back on the heels. Gently close your eyes and feel your shoulders and arms relax now. And when you're ready to come up, open the eyes and lift up out of child's pose. We're going to take a few seated postures here to finish. If you want to elevate your hips, grab a folded blanket or something to sit up on, especially if the hips and hamstrings are on the tighter side. And you want your strap again nearby. We're going to start with seated down angle pose. Bring the soles of the feet together and open your knees out to the sides. Hold the feet or ankles and sit up nice and tall, lifting the spine. Feel your shoulders go down away from the ears and open across the collarbones. When you're ready to fold, tuck your chin toward your chest. Use a nice strong exhalation to begin guiding the spine forward and down. Little by little with your breath. When you're ready to come up, inhale and lift. Bring the knees back together and then straighten both legs out in front of you and find that strap. You're going to take a seated forward fold. Take the strap around both of your feet. Your legs can be together or there can be some space between, whatever is more comfortable for you. But start with a strong grip on the strap here. Lots of tension in it that you can really pull against and help yourself to sit up really tall, creating an L shape to your body. Let your shoulders relax down away from the ears. Take a few breaths here. When you're ready to fold, drop the chin and use a strong exhalation to help guide your spine forward and down. And then reach your hands forward again. If you have a lot of strap left, just keep holding it. If you're at the feet, then hold the outer feet or outer heels instead. Keeping the neck nice and loose here. When you're ready to come out, inhale and lift up. Good, you can get rid of the strap. If you're sitting up on something, let's come down off of it now, and we're gonna all sit in the middle of the mat with no support. You can lean your hands behind you so that you can support yourself on your palms. Bend your knees and separate your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Start to drop the knees back and forth from side to side like windshield wipers. And the next time you go to the right, let your knees stay down there. Come off of your left hand and twist to the back of the room. Separate your hands a little wider on your mat and push down against the floor to deepen that rotation from the low back all the way up the spine. You can stay pretty upright here if you like, with your hands close to your lower body. Or you could walk your arms farther away and lower your upper body toward the ground a little bit, bending to the elbows. It'll just change where you feel the sensation in the twist. When you're ready to come out, start to walk it in, turn forward and take the hand behind you. Lift your knees and drop them to the left side now. Come off of your right hand and twist to the back of your mat. Good, push against the ground to deepen that twist. Nice low breath. And if you like, you can walk your hands a little farther away from your hip. Maybe bend the elbows a little to lower the upper body. When you're ready to come out, walk it in a little bit and then gently unwind. Pick the knees up and bring the feet together. Hold the back of your thighs, tuck your chin to your chest and roll down one vertebra at a time, coming to your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees a bit more and just let your spine and your rib cage settle into the ground. Take a few deep breaths. And once your back feels relaxed, hug the knees to your chest, wrap the arms around your legs, and rock a little bit from side to side. And then turn the knees around in a wide circle a few times in each direction. And we'll end with happy baby pose. Separate the knees wider than your upper body. Lift the feet and hold the outer feet or ankles. You can rock here too if that feels good. And when you're ready to release, gently lower the feet and let go of them, and then get yourself comfortable for Shavasana, final relaxation. Get any extra layers of clothing or any props that you want to use to support your body here. Make sure that you are nice and comfortable. Once you feel settled on your back, gently close your eyes. Take a brief moment to scan through your body and just make sure that there's no lingering active energy anywhere. And take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let your lower jaw release. Feel your throat and tongue relax, and allow your natural breath to return to the body. Letting go of the deep breathing and the focus on your breath. And just enjoy these few minutes of deep rest. your own time, begin to gently move through your body. Take any little movement or stretch that would feel good to you right now. And then eventually bend your knees and roll over to one side, curling up into a fetal pose. And just pause there for a brief moment and notice how you feel. Acknowledging how your body responded to this practice tonight. And with as little effort as possible, make your way upright to a comfortable seat with your eyes closed. Feel your spine lengthen upward again. Feel the front of the body open. And just take a moment to be here with your breath. And then join the palms together in front of the heart. And we'll end chanting Om one time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and gently bow your head, acknowledging yourself for making time and space to practice tonight and expressing gratitude to your own body. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I hope you enjoyed this class. Having a wonderful night's sleep. Hope to see you again either Thursday or next week. Thank you.